Hello everyone and welcome back. Here is a quick look, if you'd like to pause the video, of the deck we'll be playing. Other than that, we're just going to go ahead and get right into the game. This is a hard one. We play a pretty low land count and we don't have a blue in hand, but we do have a Burgie. Potentially collect company payoffs. This is one of the higher end hands that you kind of just keep on that fact. Hope they don't have interaction. Turn one, most likely they will. I think turn one land war Elvish Mystic removal is pretty important. Today's meta, I suppose. Alright, they keep nowhere else. All they know is we're Gruul boats. We draw blue land on a white. On white humans. We rip a monument. I think we play monument. Pass. Burgie's now 2 mana. We can play it, and then we'll be able to loot, so we can pitch off a Risen Reef or something. Thalia, make Collected Company 1 more mana. Oh, Vanguard. So we'll take 3. A little unfortunate, but oh, there's the blue mana we needed. Find blue mana. And of course, now we wait. We just play our Collected Company. Because it could hit a Burgie. Risen Reef's only going to see one thing, and we're not really going to want to block with it anyway, so I'll try to take the high off Collected Company. High roller gameplay. Is this an Adeline? Another Copper Coat. Okay. What else might you have? Dauntless Bodyguard. It's going to target one of the Copper Coats. I would imagine it targets the one that's going to attack. We pass. I could, in theory, block here and then cast a Collected Company to pretty much save a lot of life, I think. We might have to, because Collected Company, of course, could miss. So we block here. Then we'll cast a Collected Company. Feel a lot better about saving that 4 life now, though, don't we? Alright. So, play this. We'll play Burgie. You not use my only red source, like if I draw a Defiler at some point here, not a Defiler but an Ignus where we are chilling. Keeper is also good, but I have to play Risen Reef. There's monuments, only a red creature, so it won't do anything. What? That's not a red creature, it's only a creature. Discard a card. Decline. Like, Innkeeper's an actual card, so I'll keep it. Collected Company's an actual card too, and we already missed, so we should be on the up and up. Why did I think this was only red? I thought it said red creatures spells you cast cost 1 less, and then red creature spells and you discard and whatever. I've been messing this card up all day today. And one of the reasons, like, I feel like I should just stream my games, just to have one person in the comments be like, you're an idiot, read the card again. I'd be like, okay, well, please don't yell at me. Here's the Brutal Star. What are you taking? Sure. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blocking here do anything? Yeah, buys us time, I guess. Essentially buys us a whole other turn. To besiege you. Collected Company. Who do we get? We get Risen Reef, Ignus. I messed up. Could have played Innkeeper first. Take that action. We have infinite draws now, right? An infinite color mana. Discard Ignus. Oh, do we actually get out of this? That's kind of... I don't have a red. Need the red to pick up Ignus, I guess. Select company goes. Elvish. Innkeeper. Now can gain all our life back that we need, so we'll be fine. Or no, we can't. We need something providing the red. I keep making that mistake. That's not how that works. I don't know why I keep thinking that. Put on the battlefield tapped. Do have some blockers, I guess. Need to keep the Ignus around and the Innkeeper and hope to find a Burgie. An officer, sure. Values lieutenant, okay. Well, it's a double block angle for sure. So nice if we could block the brutal Cathar, but we can't. We kind of need Burgie. So you're thinking about convoking something. You can replace the Risen Reef. Block 5. Block 4. Did we get there? Smiley face? Been this Elvish Mystic? Now we just gotta find it. I think we just got it. Went from playing bad to ripping it off the top, so I'll take it. Burgie's gonna give us the red mana we need for the entire time, and we have one card, and there's a Defiler. That's all we really need. So we can go ahead and get Defiler down. We'll take one. We'll get a Burgie. We'll get to pitch. We'll make our red back, get to play the Ignus. Now we have infinite Ingus's picked up. Use any target. We'll target you. Now it's just a matter of getting through all the triggers. Defilers shouldn't come up because we don't have 2 life to pay, so weirdly being at 1 is going to be a benefit in terms of speed of how to do this. But the match is over. Just whether or not they end up picking them up or not. Keep cycling to find something like this. Sure, just take the action. We could put it in our hands so we have a card to draw, which is a slight mistake. When we play this, we'll get a red back. Either red won't be able to do anything. We'll ping. We're going to make our red. Now we have 2 pingers. Now we pick this back up. Play this back down. Then that winner, Risen Reef will trigger. We'll decline. It goes to our hand. We pick up. And this is where we will go to the fast forward montage, hopefully. I'm just a little upset that they made me go all the way through it, and then they just like conceded at 6. But so a little explanation if you've never seen a deck. I've been playing a little bit poorly. I keep thinking cards don't do enough or do too much. Some of the hard part about picking up a deck. I saw it, so I'm trying to play it. But Defiler pings them for 1. Burgie replaces the red mana of casting Grinning Ingus. So if you read Ingus, it pays 1 red. You pick it back up. It makes the mana to replay it. So even if this Hazoret's Monument wasn't here, we could still do the combo. Because Burgie has to be in play. Burgie and Ingus are infinite pickup and replays. So you can repeatedly do it. In a tournament, if it's not progressing to board state, you can't. But you can demonstrate this as a loop with any of this stuff in a tournament. Now, the concern would be like we have 22 cards left. Well, won't we draw out of our deck? No, because the way Risen Reef works. When Risen Reef or another elemental enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. If not, you just put it in your hand. This doesn't technically count as a draw effect. You can have 0 cards in your library with a million Risen Reef triggers on the stack, and you'll never lose off of a Risen Reef trigger because it does not draw you a card. And Hazoret's does, however, draw you a card, but you can decline this trigger. It's a may. If you do draw a card, like when you cast a creature spell, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. So you can decline this. You don't have to do it. So we can just repeatedly play our Grinning Ignus with a Witty Roastmaster in play, which is like a this ETB deals 1 to them, or with a Defiler, which whenever you cast it, a red permanent deals 1 damage to any target. Explanation. I'm gonna use first. We have a fine starter. We have 2 Cocos. Kind of get through with blue-white. That doesn't help me with my confidence at all. Bitter, I would imagine. Oh, spirits. Gross. Monument. Let him counter it. We want to try to force these collected companies to resolve. Battle Chains giving this hexproof or itself. Doesn't really matter right now. Tapped out. Let's play. Dock that in. Screaming Spell Queller. Would be it. There's a Burgie. Well, we just gotta force them to do something on their end step. Yeah, they do nothing here. So again, we're gonna try to get them to do it on their end step, and then we just potentially get there. This all happens. I'll cast a Collected Company. This Spell Queller we thought was coming. That's all we needed. Play a Burgie. Discard this. There's no pause here? No pause. Okay. Play this. Burgie will trigger. These are cheaper, so we will get to make an infinite amount of colorless mana. So now we can pick this up. Play this. Burgie will trigger again. There's Yavimaya. There's Stormcarved Coast. Let's shock this in so we don't mess it up. We'll cast a Witty Roastmaster. I guess we didn't have to shock it in. It's going to give us the card anyway. It doesn't matter. Now we got pings for days. Pick up. This is now an infinite loop, and we will hit the fast forward VCR button. Decline. We don't have to draw anything. Is there a button that auto declines? Oh, don't do that. Is there? Can somebody maybe in the comments tell me if there's a button to auto decline? I don't actually know. Like, because if I don't have to go over and click it every time, it'll just save time. Go first to have Innkeeper, Burgie, Ingus, Infinite Life against a Karuga, which is like board wipe, leyline binding style effects. So, you know, this hand's fine. It's pressing. It just has like infinite life in it. So, you know, I suppose we can keep it. Start off with Spire, play Bark Channel on the green side, most likely. Blue being the color we need, probably the least. We'll play this. Might take a turn off, play like Risen Reef. We hit a land, feels great. Not. The other reason is I would like to play these when I know they're tapped out or something. But they're figuring out their leyline binding math right now, I think. So blue green, play the forest here. We don't have to commit the other side. We'll just Risen Reef and try to completely start continuing to make value happen. We have to get through the leyline binding mana. Here comes leyline binding now to pick up Risen Reef. Sure. attack for one, I guess. The Fable, they're tapped out. Oh, I'm so short on mana. So gross. Play this. Make these cheaper. Play Hinterland Harbor now and just say pass. Oh, with this in play, if they don't keep up mana, or they cast like a Fire Zone Invention, we win. So that's sweet. We don't need this in play. Blocks. You don't even really need this in play. It just helps. We have land drop. Well, I guess we technically need it. There's fires. There's enigmatic incarnation. This is going to be a leyline binding for the monument. Stacking the fires. What are you getting? It has to get a creature, right? For 7? What do you get for 7? Titan of Industry? You want to blow up my monument? So I have a Risen Reef trigger somewhere in here. Hello? Thank you. Alright, so we can draw our whole deck. That is an outcome. We can gain like infinite life. Is there a way that we can do it in the reverse? We can technically chord out a win condition, I think, because if we have... I don't have infinite mana. Need an infinite this. Don't call. I'm just thinking. Let me think for a second. Holy. Do this, I guess. Play this red. Play an Ignus. Autopay. I don't know what I can hit with Risen Reef that makes my mana. Take action, I guess. Worst case scenario, we can just set up to do more. And just set up a win again next turn. So they basically got to kill us, but we'll have so much life that they might not be able to. We can play Hazoret, make a red. Normally that would be yes. Let's see. Again, just doing the thing where we set up for next turn. I'll have to discard cards, but Risen Reef should hopefully hit some lands to put them into play at some point. I think action. Wing it. Again, I just want to have the exact amount of lands I'll need to do it. Oh, wait. Does that do it? It's 3. This is 2. I don't have a way to replay. I don't have a way to play it and then activating it. I won't have the mana to play Grinning Ignus, right? Correct. Or no, I do have a way to do it. No? No, I don't. Pick this up. Play Monument, make a red, play Steamkin, make a red, I guess. Like, I have enough kind of now to just go ahead and do this. Play Steamkin now, make a red. Started. Okay, they concede, but we didn't have it, I don't think. We just make a red when we play a Steamkin, and we're 1 short. I don't think there's a way if we have no mana available, like at all, other than the mana that's producing that I can. I don't have other like Steamkins in the deck to generate mana. I only have 1. Yeah, I don't have a way. Okay. One more, I guess. But every time then I get railed. I'll play one more game. Who goes first? Our hand is like fine, I guess. Kind of rides on collected company, not getting thought seized. Or not dying. That's another option. I'm gonna get Ember cleaved into the ground. Play a Hinterland Harbor. Then we'll play Yavimaya, play an Innkeeper, play land, play Collected Company, win smiley face. Never mind. Boros beat my face in, and that doesn't feel necessarily great. Not a fan. That's for sure. Not a fan. All first striker, and here comes a silly, goofy little 1/1. Fire Bluff Canal, kind of helping us by our life total a little bit. We'll just play this. What did I get here? Nothing. I can get a land royal, I guess. Ugh. I'm still gonna get Ember cleaved probably on this out of line. Dodge Lieutenant. Never mind. I'm not gonna get Ember cleaved. I'm just gonna die. Yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And it's so close. I guess realistically, well, that's infinite life, right? But I need the mana or I die anyway. Yeah, I guess. Sure. I don't know what I'll hit. I even hit this. That's wild. I think they'll concede. I think if I just like start doing this, they'll pick them up. Does nothing, by the way. But yeah, because even if I play this, I won't be able to make the mana. So it's over. I lose. I'd like to demonstrate a loop and then concede. What is this? My opponent goes first and has the technical win condition in it, but no early kind of plays. So we'll go ahead and send it back. We'll keep this. I think Steam King kind of has to exit this hand. Much as that doesn't feel great. I'm getting thought seized. Please leave me alone. Well, you get one choice, I guess. Something dies, it's big dead in the exile zone. I would prefer for my deck to stop drawing lands. That'd be very nice. Not blocking. The attack there was a bait. They're gonna try to remove Bergie here anyway. I mean, let that go. Attack here. Anywhere else? Like a red? Do nothing. Saves our Bergie from another Lily minus, but not that it'll really do anything. Jock Kelly. I wish I could play the backside of this turn, but I can't because my land's intertapped. Another land drop. A den activation? I don't really have to. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I live on one draw. Sure. Oh no, they're fully committing. I wish I played Fading Hope so bad. Maybe I miscounted. Maybe it's lethal. No, 11-1. And I draw land. Red side, I guess. Green, play this on the back side. Just like that. We're so close. But so far. Okay, we lose. Yep, I'm done recording. Just either high roll them or I run in the red black and they're just no fun gamers. So. Alright. Talk about the deck a little bit. I mean, it's a loose combo. It's kind of cool. You got Bergie, Ignus. This is infinite enter the battlefield triggers. Whatever way you want to splice it. This infinite enter the battlefield triggers. So if you have an innkeeper in play as well, you have infinite life. You can demonstrate that in paper. You can be like, hey, I'm going to do this a million times unless you want to interact with it at some point. Infinite life. If you have a Defiler of Instinct in play, this is infinite damage. So Defiler says whenever you cast a red spell, deal 1 damage. Cast an Ignus, it deals 1 damage. This is kind of the same instance as Filer, but it's an ETB kind of effect. So whenever you have a creature enter the battlefield, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Online, this card's a lot easier to do because it'll just do it instead. In terms of like the Filer, you have to kind of like click every time. You can't really just demonstrate a loop, but that's also a loop. Other than that, you can also do the loop with Arisen Reef. And to some extent, we don't play like anything like a Thassa in the deck. You could argue in best of one, you can like just cut this Mass Vandal and play 1 Thassa's Oracle. Because realistically, if you're able to hold up 2 blue mana or just draw your entire deck, unless it's the bottom card on your deck, you can put a Thassa in your hand, pass if you need to, and then draw your entire deck and then play a Thassa and win the game automatically. Other than that, we have our mana dorks. We have these. This is supposed to be like an elemental and another mana dork. Honestly, this could probably just do this. Just to make sure we constantly have this turn 1 play. Runaway Steamkin is nice. You don't really want it that often because you don't really play a whole lot of red spells regarding this. A lot of times you're wanting to hold these until you can kind of just do it. Some matchups you can say like, on a white, you might be able to just play it now. And hopefully they don't Brutal Cathar you or do something like Skyclave maybe. Things of that nature. But other matchups like Spirits, if you can stick it, you definitely do. Call it a day. And then try to make the extra mana and push through. Collected Company is a really good spell at doing that as well as they're forced to interact with it. Then Hazaret's Monument is the last piece we'll talk about. Hazard's Monument makes your red spells cost 1 less. So if you play this on 3 and you have Burgi and Grinning Ingus, it's infinite colorless mana. So this gives you 3 mana to pick it back up. This will be 2 mana. Burgi will also be 2 mana, so you can be able to play with 4 lands. So you get infinite colorless mana and then a red. So like in that regard, sometimes you can play a Steamkin and then you'll have the infinite colorless mana. So when you cast a Steamkin, you play a Burgi. You already have a Burgi in play. When you play a Steamkin, it'll give you that red back, and because you've already made infinite colorless mana, you only need 1 red to replay the Ingus, and then you can replay Ingus over and over and over again, and then use Runaway Steamkin with all the counters to remove it to add 3 red, and repeatedly use that till you find a Defiler or a Witty. So this is like the roundabout way to like always kill them if you have a Hazard's in play. So again, just real quick to cover it. Turn 3, play this. Turn 4, you play Burgi first, and then you play an Ingus, and then you repeatedly pick up Ingus. You have to have the Hazard's Monument will draw you a card. You have to have 1 card in hand, of course. So this will draw you until you find your Runaway Steamkin. You'll play Runaway Steamkin, and then hopefully you've been able to hold either a Witty Roastmaster or a Defiler Instinct. Doesn't really matter. But then you'll play Runaway and hold the Grinning Ingus in your hand after you picked it back up. You'll have infinite colorless. You'll have Burgi. You'll play Runaway Steamkin. Burgi will give you the red mana back to play your Ingus back down. You'll play it, and then you'll have Steamkin go up to 3 every time you do the 3 cycles through Ingus. It'll give you 3 red, and then you can play one of these, and then repeatedly play your Ingus again. So, in paper, a lot of people know that. You can kind of explain it, or just do it. It's not like a big deal. Once you do it once, like games 2 and 3, they'll generally like get up if they don't have an interaction. So it's like definitely a cooler deck to maybe play in paper than it is to kind of play here online, because you have to go through all the clicks. It's just the same thing as Asterak combo. It's like Asterak combo, you can assemble it, but if your opponents don't leave, you have to like click through it, and the client with animations makes that impossible to do, it feels like. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed. Some of the games were high, some of the games were low. I played again without recording, so that was sweet. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed the videos as of late. And if you want to, I also have a podcast. The link will be in the description. I do it with one of the local guys at Apex Gaming, where I work, the MTG Magic the Gathering store that is doing a Apex Invitational series. We have a lot of people involved in it. So we do a podcast there. If you want to check it out, that'll be in the description as well. So other than that, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you around in the next one.